use the scaffold method to calculate 8,765 divided by 21. Interpret each step in your calculation in terms of the following problem. There are 8,765 beads that will be put into bags with 21 beads in each bag. How many bags of beads can be made and how many beads will be left over? Okay, so I'm going to start with the scaffold algorithm, and then we will annotate what we've done to try to put the context of this problem into it. So I'm going to do 8,765 divided by 21. Okay, so the scaffold algorithm is where we ask ourselves, what do we multiply 21 by to make something as close to 8,765 as we can without going over? So let's see. And it doesn't have to be as close as we can. We're just going to get close-ish. Okay, so if I multiplied by 1,000, that would be too big, because 1,000 times 21 is 21,000. I went way over. Okay, but what about 100? So 100 times 21 is 2,100, which is pretty small, but I could start there. Okay, I could start with 100, and I get 2,100 when I multiply, and I subtract, and I have 5, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so now I could do 100 again, but maybe I could go a little bit bigger. Maybe I could do 200. Okay, so 21 times 200 would be 4,200. And I subtract, and I have 5, 6, 4, 2. Oh, another 100, I think, because we saw that when I did 100, I got 2,100, so that's pretty close. Let's do another 100. 100 times 21 is 2,100, and I subtract, and I have 365. Okay, so what I multiply by now is going to be less than 100. So let's see, 20 times 5 would be 100. So maybe I could do 15. Let's do a 10, because it's easy to multiply by 10. We'll do 10. Okay. 10 times 21 is 210. Subtract, and I get 5, 5, 1. 155. So I know that 21 goes into 100 5 times. So I think we might be able to get 6. Let's do 6. We could do 5, but I'm running out of vertical room here. So, okay, so 6 times 21 is 126. And when I subtract, I get 19. Okay, 21 does not go into 19, so I am done. Okay, so I have 19 left over. All right, so now what I want to do is look at all of this work that I wrote down in the algorithm and say, what does it mean in terms of this problem where there are 8,765 beads being put into bags with 21 beads in each bag? Okay, so I start out by writing down the total number of beads I have to distribute among the bags, 8,765, and 21 is the number of beads per bag. So I started by putting a 100 here, and I said, okay, let's start by making 100 bags. So that 100 means I know I can make at least 100 bags. So this represents 100 bags of beads. Okay, and then I did the 100 times the 21, and that gave me 2,100 beads used. Okay. And then when I subtracted 8,765 total beads minus the 2,100 I just used making 100 bags, I'm left with 6,665 beads. So this is beads left to distribute. Okay, so I have to put 21 in each bag, and I said, okay, when I did 100 bags, that only used 2,100 beads. So I think I can do 200 bags, right? If I have 6,000 beads, I think I can get 200 bags. So that's what this 200 is up here. We said, okay, we can make 200 more bags. And then when I multiplied the 200 times the 21 to get 4,200, that's how many beads I used. This is beads used for the 200 bags. And here I'm going to write for the 100 bags, that first 100. Okay, and then I subtracted. I said there were 6,665 beads left to distribute. I just distributed 4,200 of them, which means now I have 2,465 beads left to distribute. Okay, so 2,465 beads left, and I said, oh, I can definitely make another 100 bags because I know that earlier when I made 100 bags, that used 2,100 beads. So we're going to make another 100 bags. And then we do the 100 times the 21, and we get 2,100 more beads used. And then I subtract. I had 2,465 beads left to distribute. I just used 2,100 of them to make another 100 bags. I have 365 beads left to distribute. And then we said, okay, how many bags can we make with 365 beads? Well, I can definitely make 10 because I know that 10 21s is 210. So I made 10 more bags. Which used 210 more beads because 10 times 21 is 210. So this is the beads used for 10 bags. And then I subtract how many beads I had left minus how many beads I just used, and now I have 155 beads left. Okay, and we said, all right, I think we can get 6 bags out of that. 6 bags of 21 beads. 6 times 21 is 126. And that's what the 126 means. Beads used for 6 bags. And then when we subtract, we get 19, which is how many we have left over. Okay, because I still have 19 beads left, but I cannot make another bag. So this is my remainder. So my final answer of 8,765 divided by 21 is, add these up, 100 plus 200 is 300, 400, 416 with a remainder of 19. So I can make 416 bags and I will have 19 beads left over. Okay, I just noticed I never labeled this 6 up here. This is 6 bags of beads.